Hello, everyone. Silver here. Uh, this is a bit different. This isn't FGO. This is a completely different game. And yes, you see that it is in a very small screen. It plays this way, by the way. It just plays like this. Can't control that. Um, and it's playing like ass right now because I just started my OBS. But this game, this is called Rogue with the Dead. Uh, I hardly ever see ads for this, by the way, but it's a genuinely good game. Uh, it really reminds me of some of certain like old school Flash games. I can't remember what they're called, but it's where you go. I think it's like War of Ages or something. Is one of them where you go from like left to right, you select units to send out, and then you're trying to destroy somebody's tower, bas- basically. Um, and this game is just good because it does give you that feeling. It gives you that same like feeling of playing it as that type of game, as like that old school Flash style there. But it's it's closer to like an idle game, you know. Uh, it is a bit closer to an idle game solely because like there's much more again like idleness to it rather is probably the best way to put it. Uh, there's not a ton that you actually actively do. Sure, there's these abilities up here, and to be honest, I could have activated haste or finance at any point. Um, and I'm just kind of like grinding through this right now because, like an idle game, like a clicker game, basically, it has a rebirth system. You'll see that in just a second. I'll probably do it right after I kill this guy. But this is fresh account today, by the way. A fresh account today. Every time you beat a boss, you get you get a chest, and that chest is randomized. It's random what's in that chest. It's never set. Different chest variants have higher or lower chances of getting like rare stuff in it. Uh, and of course there are things like you can watch ads for stuff, and there is a shop where you can spend money if you want. I'm not spending money. I don't have money to spend here. Uh, okay, there you go. My headphones disconnected. Uh, but there is an overarching story to this. Currently, this is our goal, getting to the 150-mile mark. Uh, but in order to do that, like the enemies get very hard very quickly. Uh, basically, you can go through mile 1 to mile 100 in a decent bit. You can get a couple chests along the way. There's not too many bosses in between that. See, you can watch ads to get 20% more gems. But hold on. This is the artifacts. These are what you get from chests. Um, and they just exponentially, pretty much. And these are maxes. So, like, these basic stuff, you can get a whole lot of them. Uh, so you can imagine how that, like, scales. Uh, but there's some that once you've gotten like the max, you can't get any more of it. So it takes it out of like the pool of things that it can pull from in a chest. And I have been trying to get all of the stuff as well as stuff like this that gives more money from the quests. Uh, but yeah, you do get chests. You only get one chest if you uh, return home is their version of saying rebirth. If you return home anytime before uh, beating the Reaper at 120, because you unlock return home at 100, you can die as well, and you'll return at the same time. If you die, you return uh, regardless, because you do have a character. There is your character. This is your character. I've never clicked myself. It did say if you die, it's game over. Oh wait, I can walk forward. I didn't actually realize I could walk forward. Let me die real quick then. No, because I wanted to reset anyways. It does have like your stats. You can tap to do more damage to enemies. Uh, as you can see, it only took me 15 minutes in this playthrough, in this session. Uh, and you get meta progression. So, let's say like, uh, like these. The more they are used and the more they're on the field, the more level they get. So you can the meta progression is you get a single token per level up that you can then choose certain stats and abilities to level up. It's really cool. I forgot Discord. I don't have different audio tracks, so I don't know how to do that on OBS. I tried actually. I was trying to set up different audio tracks, and I couldn't like put a new audio track in. I don't know why, but either way, this is the Rebirth shop. You have the quest stuff, which this is you can. The quest is how you get gold per second. These are automate for things because they don't start out automated. You do have to click them. Um, and these reduce time. There are more troops, and the troop summoning is a gotcha, essentially. But it's not a gotcha in the sense that, oh hey, you had to spend real money. You spend gold to hire a random unit from your unlocked units. So it's good to not just unlock every single fucking unit, because then your meta progression is really screwed, like it's skewed because they all come in different rarities. So most of the time you would just have archers, swordsmen, pygmies, and farmers, because archers and swordsmen, or rangers and swordsmen, are pre-unlocked and you cannot get rid of them. If you do, don't worry if you do unlock something. You can spend these little gems and you get a whole lot of them over the course of because because I played this on my phone. This is an app game. It's not on Steam. I fucking wish it was. I actually wish it was. I like this game, and it doesn't force you to watch ads. Sure, there's several things that say, "Oh, hey, watch ads, please," essentially, but it doesn't force you to watch ads whatsoever. It's completely optional. And honestly, sometimes the ads are worth it, to be honest. This is a good one I would want, but I'm wanting to wait till I have enough for that. And I'm not like necessarily saving it up. And there are these things, the missions as well. The missions can give you a lot of different stuff, and it's not set every time. So like after I've tapped it 10,000 times, uh, I would get these 20 diamonds and then see what was after the diamonds. It might be these things, or it might be a chest. Who knows? Uh, but that's not all I'm going to spend here. I'm actually going to do this because I had no idea I could just send my guy out by himself, and I'm just going to do that for a good bit, to be honest. Uh, and I just wanted to show off this game a little bit. And this is just the beginning, by the way. This is just the beginning of the game. It's not like this is everything. Oh, that's actually really good. The slang. I love the things that give me more they give me more money per like kill and everything. Or more money for my quests, which they do take time. They have timers. Uh, and I'm gonna be honest, they get very long. The timers get very long. Uh, so it stops being worth it at a certain point, to be honest. To buy some of them. The timers that it like the cooldowns on it. This is where your units spawn from. You do have to move that up. It does not automatically move up. Uh, but yeah, no, it's this is a fun little app game to me. It's a very cool app game. It's got a lot of systems to it, honestly. Because again, this there's the tavern, there's events even. Uh like this is a fun one. It's very dark, but it's a fun one. Uh because you're helping this little girl find the remains of her dead father. Uh that's the actual that's actually it. Like specifically the remains. She knows he's dead. And you're just trying to find what's left of him. Trying to find what's left of the guy. That's it. So yeah, this is just a cool little game that I had found one day on my phone. I was just like scrolling through the app store, uh, trying to find like a just a no brain game to play, and I came upon this, and I was like, Huh. An actually good idler. Like, I like this. It's it's just really nice. I love this game. And I think because some of the ads I had seen recently were advertising a new update that recently came out. Uh, and in that update, uh, like the advertisements are saying, "Oh, this is the end of our story." Um, so I'm like I'm very concerned that they're like gonna stop development soon of this. It's the 3.0 update. And I really hope they don't because I don't see a ton of people ever like play this or talk about it. I don't see videos on it. I don't even see ads for it often. I only recently, like a couple days ago, saw an ad on it, and I've had it on my phone for a while. Uh, my phone is already to the point where I can use like do events. Um, the whole purpose of this is to get to the 300-mile mark to defeat the Demon Lord. Because isekai, type storyline, but it's a lot deeper than that. There's an That's the overarching storyline at first. Is the you had to go defeat the Demon Lord, but there's a another storyline like hidden underneath that they don't immediately tell you, and you have to progress through the game to get it. Uh, I love that about this. It's just really cool. I actually like this as a game. To be honest, I thought it was weird I couldn't move my character, and I guess it was just because I was dumb. Didn't ever click on my guy. I had never pressed my character thinking there might be an option to move. Because why would I think that? Why would I ever think there's an option to move? Yes, that's so good. This is a new system, by the way. This thing down here, this is new. Uh, I don't actually know what the purpose in it is. It's just like it's telling you like, oh, this is your power level, I guess. Yeah, that's what your strength is, not considering like the level of your character and stuff, like not taking into account those, but only changes that are like permanent. Uh, but yeah, no, this is like again just something I thought it was a really cool game, and I feel like more people should know about it. Uh, and I wanted to share it a little bit here, like by making a video of it. Uh, because I really like it. And no, I'm not. I'm not paid to do this. Some people might be saying that or might think that. I'm not being paid to do this at all. I fucking wish I was. I would, but this is free advertisement for an app game that I actually think is very cool. Just genuinely. A game I think is cool and deserves to be like known about, honestly. It's one of those games that it's not like just a fucking copy paste clone of something else that I could find. You know, because there's like a ton of games where it's like, oh hey, this is a idle or a evolution merger game, or this is factory simulator, or an idle factory game, or idle mining game. All of that bullshit. You know, uh, this is an idler that feels much more unique than that. It's an idle game that has very unique system because even things like idle heroes and idle clicker, or yeah, it's clicker heroes, uh, stuff like that. Even idle slayer. There's other games that are pretty much just like it. It's not a necessarily one of a kind type of thing. And this is just a game that I feel deserves to be known about. It deserves to have more eyes on it. People see it more. Uh, People see it more. That's what I want, honestly, because it really does deserve it. It deserves it. I'm doing this as a little bit of a meme, by the way, just using my guy. I could do this with a swordsman, but my guy technically he's like a better swordsman. He's just slightly slower. Now, this is a type of chest that gives you three options. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Um, I don't actually like archers that much, and I'm not gonna press an ad. I would normally press an ad on this because they're all relatively like this one is especially low. I'll get that because that when I rebirth, I won't have to level up my units as much. They'll all start with a certain amount of levels. Like the main character is extremely strong, by the way. Like your guy, very strong. But if you die, you die. That's the issue with him. Uh, that's the only issue. Is that if you fucking die, like you fucked up. uh, but you do rebirth, of course. You do actually rebirth when you die. It's not like a permanent thing, of course, because it's an app game. They wouldn't want you to do that. They wouldn't waste your time like that. They technically still just want your money, but like at least in this game, like I haven't bought anything in the shop. I've seen some ads to get free shit, which gives them money. Yeah, and I feel like that's where most of their money would come from, is the ads. This is an ad for us to buy something. Uh, and the prices are a bit steep, in my opinion. Um, Prices are a bit steep, but I'm not buying it, so like that's fine. Somebody else might. It might not be too steep for somebody else, but if they lower the prices, I mean, I wouldn't buy it anyways. Like, I wouldn't buy stuff like that to begin with. Uh, However, I could see somebody buying something like that for like $5 or $10 if they wanted to decrease the amount of the quote unquote premium, not very premium currency up here. Because this is the premium currency, but it's not so premium because you can get it for free, which I also love. I love that they do that. I am saving it so I can get a golden chest in the shop because you can buy like chests and stuff with these. But yeah, no, I really just wanted to show this game off a little bit. I feel like it deserves to be seen and known about. In all honesty, it's one of the few games that I'm like I really enjoy. Uh, that are this style of game. Because again, I used to love these games as a like this style of flash game as a child, and it gives me that vibe, but in a more adult scenario. I feel now the art style necessarily isn't like the best. I like this pixel art style, but the drawn art style, and she's Japanese, by the way. I think she's Japanese. I'm pretty sure. But this art style feels a bit generic. Uh, in my opinion, it's just like slightly generic, and like that's fine. That's okay. It's okay to have like a slightly generic art style for your characters. There is an original art style which has more pixel graphics, uh, and you get to choose. You get to choose between the more pixelated style and the anime style, and I choose the anime style personally. But uh, they have a. It's kind of like that. She's the best looking one out of all of them. I feel. Well, I haven't actually seen a ton of the other characters because there are other characters, uh, but you don't see them until after you've beat the demon lord. So Uh, and that'll take a little bit because again, there's you kind of like have to farm quite a. It's not even like quite a bit, and the farming isn't like bad. It's not annoying farming. It's literally just sitting here and doing this, uh, letting it go to a certain point, then returning. Uh, Let me just hire a fuck ton of units and then bring them forward to support my boy. The fireball right now is not gonna do shit because I haven't leveled it up. It's based on the tap damage. I haven't leveled up meteor or the tap, so it does fuck all for damage. But yeah, no. After this one, uh, I will likely end this video. But I really wanted to show this off because it's one of the few app games that I'm like, I could come back to this often. Like, sure, there's FGO, which I come back to every day, but it's it's like a gotcha game this has a gotcha in it, but it's like different. And as you saw there, this is the hiring gotcha. You I only have two, so you only get a choice of two, basically. And there's the Reaper dead. Uh, oh, I'm not gonna get the Lion Crest. I will take the rare apple, actually. Okay, but yeah, no, is that's the game. Like it's just very simple. There are like unit limits. Like you can only have 20 to start. When you can increase that a bit, but again, it's just a really fun little game uh, that branches out the further you get into it. Like there's a lot more to it that even I haven't done because I've only gotten to like just after the Demon Lord on my phone. But it's really an interesting game, and I feel like it needs more attention. Basically, that's all this was. That I was like, I wanted to show it off, show people that hey, this exists, and that's it. So, thank you all so much for watching. Uh, if you like the video, you like my type of content, the fact that I just play random fucking games that people may not have even heard of. Uh, and it's not like the joke meme app games. A lot of times, it's I'm playing a game that I find fun, and it might not be for everybody, yeah, but somebody might see it and be like, "Oh, that looks cool. I want to try that." And that's what it's about. That's what this is for. Uh, Either way, thank you all so much for watching. Uh, if you want, you can like, comment, subscribe. Tell me some games you want to see if you want in the comments below. You can also uh, if you want to like watch me play. Currently, my main long stream is Skyrim. Uh, I stream on the weekdays, not streaming on the weekend. Uh, but if you want to watch live and interact, you can watch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tategami plays. On YouTube, I do stream as well. I dual stream. Uh, it'll be the same stream. However, I won't see your comments on YouTube to interact with them. I can only see the comments on Twitch. Uh, but I do stream on YouTube too if you want to watch that instead. If you just don't like Twitch. Uh, if you want to try to support me, get me a better PC, uh, help me with model rigging because I don't get money currently. Any money I make from streaming would straight go to those anyways. Like if I were to start actually making money from like AdSense, that's going into a savings account to help purchase those things labeled on my throne. But if you want to support me, you can go to Throne. Uh, I have a link for a PC build that would improve my setup, or I have a link to, or it's not a link, but it's a donation thing for rigging cost to get my model actually rigged to be Live 2D. Um, there's also other stuff on there if you don't feel like you want to do any of those. Uh, if you want updates on my live streams, you can go to my Twitter, x.com/silverrider7. Uh, I post anytime I go live, or I'll post updates on if I'm going to be streaming or not, that type of thing. Either way, though, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.